Are you a filmmaker or a cinematographer and you want to use your gimbal to take very epic cinematic motion shots of a person or of any subject? I have 10 gimbal moves coming your way, so stay tuned. Let's get into the video. These gimbal moves can be used in short films, music videos, documentaries, regardless of your reasons to film someone. These are 10 easy to execute moves, and I'm going to show you how they are done to give your footage that cinematic feel instantly. I'm going to shoot everything on the Panasonic Lumix GH5 with a 14 to 42mm lens and my DJI Ronin S gimbal, which is a great gimbal choice for this type of camera movement. Without wasting time, let us get on with gimbal move number 1. It is an easy one to start. We are simply going to follow our subject from behind, keeping an equal distance from them at all times. This is a great shot for showing off your location. Keep your subject in the center of the frame, and as always, keep your movement smooth and consistent. Also try out variety with your focal lengths, angles and distance from your subject. This is the same shot with a wider focal length and from farther away. Exactly the same move as the previous one, only that this time we are tracking our subject from the front and walking backwards. This is a great way of establishing your subject, and it can really add production value to your footage. Again, experiment with your focal length and use the best for you and one that suits the story you want to tell. Similar to the reverse follow, we are going to track the camera backwards and have our subject step into the frame. There's a bit of acting with this one, and if done properly, it is a great way to show off your location and to introduce your subject. Again, we are going to track our subject and move backwards, only that this time we are going to start on our subject's feet and slowly lift our camera up. This is a great way of revealing your subject. The framing helps to establish our character, the sneakers, pants and jacket. All of this information helps us get a clear perspective of exactly who our character is. Though this looks easy to execute, but this one can be a very tricky one. Keep note of me walking backwards with my camera pointing to my left. This can also be done walking forward, keeping the camera in the direction of the subject. One mistake often committed is what you see me doing. Not only does this seem absurd, but your shot will look horrible. Instead, walk either forward or backward to ensure a smoother shot and helps you to frame your subject in a much easier way. Let's get creative with this one. You will need 2 separate shots to execute this one. Shot number 1. Push forward towards your subject and stop directly in the middle of their chest. The key here is to end your shot with a black frame. The shot number 2. We want to start this one on a black frame. Put your camera directly to your subject's back and then move your camera backwards as your subject moves forward. Now let's edit these simple shots with nothing but a simple cut. This is easy to pull off, and the transitions like this to help make your videos stand out and keep your audience engaged. We are going to shoot this one in reverse. Start by framing your subject and then locking the focus in their face. Hold your shot for just a few seconds and then pull back until you have a wide shot of your subject. This should result in a blurriness. We are then going to reverse this shot so that the camera pushes forward in soft focus and then reveal our subject as we walk closer. Ensure you reveal your character in focus every time you execute this. Again, we are going to need 2 shots. Shot number 1. Track your subject from the side and use something in the foreground to wipe past the camera. In the case of this video, I am going to use a tree. Move your camera across to your foreground and fill the whole of your frame with it. You are going to have a blurry foreground, which is difficult to figure out exactly what it is. Shot number 2. We are going to start our shot with a blurry foreground. I shall use a tree once more and try to match the speed of my first shot, as this will result in a seamless transition. Now let's edit these two clips together with nothing but a simple cut. And just like that, we have created an in-camera transition which can be achieved quickly using any video editing software. We are going to walk around our subject, maintaining an equal distance as we orbit around them at all times. Try to find a leveled or uneven ground, keeping the subject in the frame, as this helps provide quality results. This is a camera movement technique used in many Hollywood films. Experiment with your angles and focal lengths. The wider the shot, the more the environment you will see. A zoomed in shot of the subject will result in a faster moving background as seen in this clip. Also, angle your camera by tilting the camera upwards for a much dramatic shot. To achieve this beautiful technique, you will need to mount your camera on a monopod as you see in the video, or any stand with height enough to get a good raise of the camera. Get nice and close to your subject, shoot wide and walk backwards while gradually raising your camera. Shoot this on a location with a great view, and just like that, you've shot what looks like a drone shot. Though you do not end up with the height of a drone, but it sure gives you the smooth elevation usually associated with drones. This is perfect as an ending shot to your sequence or film and great for showing off your location. So these are 10 gimbal moves in individual clips. Now let's edit them together with music, sound effects, and color grading.
But I kept searching for your trace in the dark, losing myself in the endless memories of the end right from the start.
Thank you very much for staying through to the end of this video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it across all social media platforms, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and turn on the post notification button to be notified of future videos that I'll be uploading over here on my YouTube channel. Until the next video, have a wonderful day. See ya.